Hey guys, EST here with another great gear review, and this time we're talking about this sketchy, random, kind of no-name brand Chinese hand warmer that runs on lithium batteries. Oh yes, you might be thinking already, this gonna be good. How much did you pay for that? Well, $6, but there's a catch to this. Couple catches. I guess I'll just not leave you in suspense. I paid $6 for this at a flea market where somebody was selling a whole bunch of Chinese imports or some kind of, I don't know where they sourced them from, to be honest, but really cheap electronics, we'll say. A lot of battery involved stuff. I actually got some really nice battery powered fans that run on big honking lithium batteries, and those were like $5. I mean, I got a deal on this considering, according to the specs, it is 9,000 milliamp hours. It's ZLSA10 if you want to find this exact one, and the brand name is Lemleon. I found a lot in a similar shell, almost identical to this. So, as typical with Chinese import electronics. So, its input is basically 10 watts, 5 volts, 2 amps, which is like old school fast charge. And output is allegedly the exact same. Yeah, I kind of have my doubts about that because, well, look at this. It would have room for, I guess, three 18650 lithium cells, but that's about it, and they tend to be 2200 to 2600 milliamp hours apiece. So you'd have to be at three cells at 3000 milliamp hours apiece to get that high, and they do exist, but those cells are insanely expensive, so not at this price point. No way would that be what's in here. So I think it's closer to 7500. I think it's 3x 2500 to be optimistic. Now, for comparison, this is a battery bank that holds eight 18650s, and this is what it looks like assembled. Now, would I prefer it have a nice little click button percentage? Oh, look, 100% right there, instead of the three LED system? Yes, I would, but, well, if it's even close to 9,000 and it's, this much of a size reduction, that's pretty impressive. Now, if it's a hand warmer, why am I talking about capacity? Well, because you can charge a phone off it. Look at that, Type A port right there, that's the output. And then we've got a micro B input and a Type C input. So this isn't fast charge capable as we know it, that was mostly established in 2021. It's like 2015 fast charge, which is just, oh look, it runs at 2 amps. Actual fast charge starts stepping it up to like 12 volts and higher. So I say that because this thing took like 6 or 7 hours to charge in the car that we were traveling in. And we used a 10-watt charger, allegedly, with a 10-watt cable, allegedly. Sorry I didn't have my testing equipment on me. I didn't expect this to work. So if I click this once, you get nothing on the LEDs. So you actually don't know the capacity of this thing until you plug it into a power source and start charging it. Then you get blinking, and then solid blinking, solid blinking, and then full solid. And that's how you know it's full, I guess. Does it have an overcharge regulator? I don't know. I caught it at 3 and unplugged it because I didn't want to light our car on fire. I really don't trust this thing, even though it kind of worked. So if you hold this down, you'll get a red LED. There, I'm not sure if you can really see this, kind of bright in here, but there you go, a little red LED for you. And click it once, it'll go up to 2. Click it another time, it'll go up to 3. And already this thing is getting hot. That was like 5-10 seconds. And even out in 20-degree Fahrenheit testing location with good wind going, this thing got crazy hot in like 10 seconds. I'd say it's probably 90 to 100 degrees already. And that we even had it on low. So, yeah, here we go. I'll tell you when I have to take my hand away, though. Now, it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, room temperature in here right now. But, yep, that's uncomfortable. And, yeah, I gotta drop that. Okay, so yeah, that got pretty hot. Now you might think, oh, but it's for winter weather. No, we had a similar, there, I just disabled it. We had a similar event. I took it and tucked it under my glove like that and just kept it. And within about a minute, I had to take it back out because it was uncomfortably warm, which means it was above 130 Fahrenheit. It's about what you can tolerate before it gets uncomfortable enough to start having like potential tissue damage or on the verge of having to drop it. So then I put it in my pocket, and just kind of stuck my bare hand in there occasionally to warm it back up, and it worked. It was really fast for that, but that's a complete and utter waste of electricity, obviously. It's kind of, warming up my pocket. I'm not sure my jacket could take those temperatures. It might not be hotter than a standard clothes dryer, though, so I don't know. But then I held it through my glove, and that actually worked. So that might be what this is designed for, is to just kind of turn it on with, big fat glove fingers and this big fat button, warm yourself up through the glove, and then turn it back off. Now, I also ran it for about 20 minutes on low, and the battery seemed to still be, based on the LEDs, around maybe 80%. So that's pretty impressive. I heard from a lot of lithium heated stuff, mostly heated gloves and heated jackets, that they run out too quick. They only run for like 20, 30 minutes or something. Well, this is pretty high capacity, high enough to, work as a phone charging bank as well. I mean, everything about this, it's really nice. I don't think it's fully waterproof because, they got a grommet here that does nothing, and then these two, the coils are under it. But there's like, a seam, a crack right there. Yeah, I don't know about that. So if you got some snow in here, it might short out and turn into a grenade. I just assumed this thing was basically a glorified Chinese lithium grenade, pretty much, and then it would just kill itself quickly, or the circuit would fry, or whatever. But in short testing, it actually worked and really has some good capacity, good heft to it. Really tough, thick case. I mean, this is like, listen, there's no give to it whatsoever. So really nice frame. I mean, there's probably just basic rubber grommets over here to keep some water out, so this is pretty nice. So then when I got home, I looked it up and I found similar ones for about 17 to 20 bucks, and I found the identical one for like 23 to 30, and I thought, okay, now we're talking about some real money here. So it's currently for sale all over eBay and Amazon, not that hard to find. Would I pick one up though? No, I still don't think it's safe. And I say that because hot lithium batteries are a bad idea, and I don't think that this thing has like a thermal shut-off emergency system. It's not that expensive to put one in, but since when has Chinese engineering cared about, safety or not saving a penny? So I'd love to take this apart. I can see that the pry zones are right there. You can see on the side of the pads, but these are semi-insulated pads. I don't think they're silicone because that's like heat proof. It's some other material, which is nice. It's very smooth, not very grippy. Also, I'm allergic to silicone, so I'm really glad it's not that. But I can tell from the shape especially that it's okay, battery compartment. I would hope a really thick layer of insulation and then the coils really close to the surface here. And if they put like just a basic circuit that says, hey, if the batteries themselves, here, put a thermometer on it, if they get to like 200, boom, kill the circuit. Okay, I mean, I kind of tried to test it and I didn't get it to do that, but I also didn't want it to burn my house down. So I still think this thing's a safety concern. I don't think a lithium powered hand warmer is a good idea. So, what about an emergency situation? Like, would I throw this in my emergency bag for my winter bag in my car? Absolutely not, because it's probably going to drain itself. Lithium batteries don't like the cold. I mean, about 100 other reasons, it's probably not going to work for various multiple reasons when you need it to work. Now, every single day, if I charge it up and just, I charge my phone while I'm running around, I don't know, deliveries, if you're a delivery person or you work outside or a contractor or some kind of traveling salesman. Yeah, okay, that'd be pretty nice. I mean, you'd probably be in your car, but if your car breaks down, boom, you got it with you, and then every night you charge it up or something like that. Okay, it would be nice to have on you. I mean, it could warm your hands for a very long time in case your car broke down and you had to walk, I guess. It would probably work a lot better than those chemical hand warmers too, but it's also bigger, heavier, and more dangerous. It's probably about equally as reliable though, because some of those they can get holes in them and leak and expire and that kind of stuff. And the really weak ones have trouble like getting past any kind of actually low temperatures. But at least those you can put inside your gloves. Not to mention that hand warmers, it runs on iron, but it takes oxygen from the air, so half the fuel isn't even there. But they're just so thin and light compared to this would outperform it. I mean, they say 8 hours on them. We all know they actually last about four. And this gets warmer and can run, I guess, longer. I mean, I didn't try it full to empty, but I still think that the circuit would leak a little bit, and lithium doesn't like cold. So it's almost like a solar powered flashlight, while the only time you'd want to use it is when you can't use it? At least as far as emergencies are concerned. If anything, it's smaller than this, and it's probably a lot tougher. I've actually dropped this and broken the front cover off because the latches are pretty beefy on this, as you can see. But yeah, it's not the sturdiest thing in the world, so you got to be careful with it. And this fits in my pocket a lot less and is very, very slick, unfortunately. By the way, speaking of these, oh my gosh, when I get more of them in the mail, we're going to do a crazy build with this, if it works. I'm not going to give it away, but it is going to blow your minds on how simple and cheap this is. And simple, cheap, tested, and working is how we do things on this channel, so if you like this video, want to check out some more electronics and other cool safety stuff we've got, I've got a ton of videos, and there's always something for everyone, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.